Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. This channel was previously and still is known as Old School 5.0. I don't know, I was big into the 5.0s, but I'm kind of losing interest right now. Because I bought this 2001 Honda Civic and it really lit a fire into my ass. First, let me start with this. I had a few Mustangs back in the day. I did a supercharged, a couple of nitrous. This is a 2001 Explorer 5.0. Has mild work done to it, a little bit of port work on top of the intake. Nothing major, just an intake. Transmission was yanked out. It had a shift kit. It was four-wheel drive. It is removed. There is no four-wheel drive. This truck is lightened up as much as possible. It does have NX nitrous kit on it, which is there. The kit is capable of 250 horsepower. Right now we have it down to 150 because obviously this probably won't handle much more than that. I do have another motor for it. The bottom end is built, but nitrous is getting to be kind of played to me. Filling the bottles non-stop. It's just and you know, it's always expensive. These rims I got from Summit Racing, sitting on 275 60-15s, Mickey Thompson ET Streets, excuse me. Inside we do have a nitrous outlet program right here to arm it. We also have the purge kit. I have the live wire TS to tune it, which was 600 bucks, because either it was that or the MSD box. The MSD box was like 900 bucks, and then you can only do one or two. You know, you can do a couple things here and there, but that's about it. I have a fuel pressure gauge so I can monitor that while I'm spraying. But with this live wire, it's pretty cool. I could I back the timing down from whatever RPM range I want to, so whatever I hit it from, start or not, so I can hit it, like back it down from 1,000 to whatever my shift point is, which is like 6,000. And I back it down. I think I back it down like 4.5 degrees, so 150 shot. You can richen it up. I richen it up for, I think it was like 4 to keep it, you know, just in case. It's got a wet system, 2 bottles, as you can see, both with gauges. Like I said, the truck is pretty light. I don't know. I have no idea what it'll run. I got, like I said, the transmission's built, shift kit, converter, has a 4800 stall on it. 373 gears. Everything underneath is gone. So this thing, it's pretty gutted. There's nothing. It's not the inside is still factory, and it still has AC. Retains the AC because it's hot. It's Florida. I live in Daytona Beach, so you got to keep the AC. But so right now, this is basically my daily street car. I have it on a 93 tune, but I do run race fuel in it when I spray it just in case. This is the 2001 Honda Civic. I bought these wheels, I believe off eBay, I think it was. They're USA BMS racing wheels. They're pretty cool. They were like 600 bucks. Got skinnies on the back. 165 R15s. They're hard to find. You can barely find these anymore, but they're old school skinnies. I did find them though. Then on the front, these tires are supposed to be some new style cheater slick, with the 8-inch wheels in the front. Okay, so the new name of the channel is going to be, it was Old School 5.0. I never really started it. I did like one video and stopped because it just, I wasn't really feeling it. I always wanted to do a Honda, and now that I started messing with them, I'm like fanatic. I can't, like, this is non-stop. I just am playing with it non-stop. Has, well, let me show you under the hood first. As you can see, it has the pipes coming out right there. Let's see. So I have up pipes. Obviously, this is the eBay turbo kit. It was like 700 bucks. I've been driving the car probably put like 6,000 miles on it since I put it on. This turbo has no play in it at all. At all. It's a journal bearing. T3, T4. So these 2001s come with D17s. If you know anything about D17s, they come with the full radiator that goes across. I couldn't even fit. I had to cut the bracketry out up here because of the way the turbo was. You couldn't even fit it in at all. So I just ordered this aluminum radiator off eBay with the fan setup, electric fan. It was like 150 bucks. Put it in. Rod to the bottom, weld it with that there, with the nut. Then a side bracket. One of the brackets are on the bottom. I do have rubbers on the bottom so it doesn't get messed up with the metal. But this one's welded here. This thing is solid as a rock. It's not going nowhere. This came with the kit. This came with the kit. I'm going to order a Godspeed wastegate. I don't know what kind of blow-up valve I'm going to get. I'm going to get something soon, but I need to get it soon. I have an appointment. Okay. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. Anyway, you know the D17s, they have pretty much no vacuum. So I did have to order the vacuum block to run up the master cylinder. It's not fully set up yet, but it's on there with all the vacuum lines to the boost gauge, to the wastegate, to the blow-up valve. Right now it's on stock injectors. I've been going crazy trying to find a way to tune this thing. There's the intercooler. I got all the black stuff. I didn't even care. I started, you know, I put the intercooler back as far as I could, but there's tabs behind it. I couldn't really get it back any farther than that or higher because I'm mounted on the bumper, so that's where it had to be. As you can see, the piping's kind of sticking out. So instead of just cutting a little bit, I just cut the whole thing and said, the heck with it. And if I didn't cut it as far as I was, it would have just been flapping in the breeze, so I decided to cut it down that far. To me, that doesn't really bother me whatsoever. I did change the headlights. They're pretty nice with the black backs. They're pretty cool. The other ones on the truck, they're kind of the same ones, but they have a tinted lens, which are really no good at all for night. So I went to buy this car for 1,500 bucks, and I went and gave the guy a deposit. He calls me the next morning. I drove it. I went to test drive it. I drove it. He calls me the next morning and says the car got hit. Though I still want the car. I had to go take a look at it. This is what happened to the car. A flatbed backed up over the car. Literally hit here, hit the windshield, crumbled this, and crumbled this. So basically, dude gave me another $500 off. I got up like $1,000 bucks, which is good because this I can fix. There's no holes, but I just put tape just in case. The windshield was broken. I had to put a new windshield in, so I got the car for $1,000 bucks. Not bad. I knew there was something, you know, things with the motor. This is the old motor right here. It had a head gasket problem, which to me was no big deal. But that motor had 300,000 miles on it. The car has 300,000 miles on it. But the car is in great shape for 300,000 miles. I still have to put axles in it. I'm gonna try to get one some from the drive shaft shop. Okay, so back to what we're getting to. I ordered a AEM standalone ECU. It's on its way. That costs 1,500 bucks, which is insane. But I know there's other ways to do it. You can piggyback and stuff, but they say the best way to go is standalone, so I did decide to do that. And I was having troubles finding a place to tune it because I'm new to the area. I came from New York. So I did find a place for a couple recommendations, or if anybody knows anywhere better, let me know. But I do have an appointment as of Wednesday the 4th at O-Star in Orlando. It's on Hanging Moss Road. But people tell me they're good. I hope they are. If anybody wants to drop any comments down there to let me know if they heard anything about them. I did check it out. There were some good comments. You know, from what I could see in write-ups, it sounded they were pretty good. There was another place up there I forgot, but they only rent a dyno. You have to bring a tuner with you, which is absolutely not going to work for me because I can't tune for anything. But right now, it's totally stock, the motor. But so that motor had a head gasket problem. I was just going to throw a head gasket in it, but I decided, whatever, I'll just buy a motor. I went to JDM of Orlando, got this motor, the Japanese version. It's spotless. I opened it up to check it. I mean, it is spotless. They say it has 40,000 miles. I really honestly believe that it does. I mean, this thing is inside and out was super spotless. It's a little dirty now because of the hole in the hood, but and I had it sitting out here with no hood on it for a while. But I mean, this thing was spotless in and out. I put a colder plug. I regapped the plugs down to 28. Right now, this I have an 8-pound spring in the wastegate. That's the lowest it had. So, like I said, I ordered the AEM. I ordered the Godspeed wastegate because I think this one's having problems. I'm not sure. It's the blow up valve. I can't really hear it. I think that something going on with this. We'll see. I'm gonna change that before we go. I ordered Deechworks 525cc injectors because they're supposed to go right in. The AEM, they say, is plug and play. You do not have to add any wires to it, or I mean nothing. Do nothing. It's pull the old ECU out and directly plug that one in. So I talked to O-Star. They said just bring the computer up and bring the injectors up so I don't have to drive it, because from Daytona up to there is about 45 minutes. So I don't want to drive up there with this thing running like not well. But so we'll do that. Everybody's saying around 8 pounds of boost. It should be safe because I don't even have studs in the head right now. I was trying to order the I think they're the d17 ARP head studs because they fit these motors. I forgot the number. It was like 407-208. I think is the number. I'm not sure. If anybody knows that number off the top of their head, just let me know, because I know they're in stock now. I had to order like a cheap set. I didn't want to put them in because once they came, I decided it's not going to be worth it. They feel like junk. Aluminum, they almost feel like, so they're not going to hold it. But once it comes, I'll pull the valve cover up and I'll see if I can slip it. Do one at a time. See if I can do it like that without hurting anything. Put one in, you know, retorque it down all the way, and then we'll see how it goes just in the sequence. Even like if you were going to pull the bolts out or put them back in, I'll do it in that sequence and see if that works. Otherwise, I mean, this thing runs good. So I have the Godspeed wastegate coming, the Deechworks 525cc injectors. O-Star says that's good for like 8 pounds. I don't even know if I want to go to 8 pounds because I'm worried about the stock, you know, head bolts right now. But they say, I read a lot about these D17s, and they say that they can hold 8 pounds. At 10 pounds, they say, is it 10 or 11 pounds? That's when the head gasket will pop. So to be safe, I'll probably keep it at like 7. I'll let them tune it at like probably 7 pounds. I'm gonna put the Turbo Smart boost controller on it. That way I can keep it down. So whatever they tune it at, I'm gonna keep it at. But just in case I have that, the AEM is supposed to do like, I don't know. I read a lot about it, and it says it automatically backs down the timing. It does a lot of things that's pretty crazy. So we'll see. And then eventually, I want to just get a decent turbo, get a ball bearing turbo, change that. So Wednesday we'll have a dyno video coming out. But I don't know. I'm so into this car. Like it's so light. The car is like 2,400 pounds, the wishful interior. I'm not going to really gut it because I want comfort, but it doesn't have AC, it doesn't have power steering, so that's already gone. It's already lighter, so I feel like I'm going to probably pull the rug out, pull the foam padding out of it, and just lay in like speaker carpet. Since there's no AC, that's it. It has a sunroof. I'll just tint the back window, and it'll be cool enough in there for now, you know. But again, I hope everything works well. I do have the boost gauge in there. Let me start it up for you guys real quick. But anyway, like I said, the new name of the channel is going to be called Turbo Dave, for the simple fact that I'm just going to like, I try to go to like 3 pounds of boost with it, and even at 3 pounds, it leans out. So that's definitely working. So I did put a Walboro 255 pump in it, but this doesn't have the return fuel system, which is not the greatest. But Deechworks came out with that. That's like $600, and then I could put a regulator on it. which will come soon. But like I said, I'm having a Honda fever, at least turbo fever for sure. But I'm digging these Hondas because they're fairly cheap compared to building an 8-cylinder. So with this block, what I want to do is take it apart and build this with like Botero pistons, find some decent rods. I have a machine shop that's around here. All I have to do is put a head gas in. This one runs fine. It ran and drove. It drove fine. It was just blown slightly on the exhaust side. It was blowing the water. No, it was building pressure on the water hose, but not much at all. Like you can cruise it, and it would just come out of the overflow slightly. So every couple of days, probably every week, if I would go up to Orlando every day, after a week, I'd probably have to pour like a quart of water into it, which is not bad, but I just don't want to chance it. So I figured I'll just get this motor. Like I said, man, this motor is solid. In JDM of Orlando, they have great motors. But I want to eventually do a turbo kit on this truck as well. I'm going to do a single turbo on this one. So this NX kit will be up for sale shortly. So if anybody's interested in it, $500, 2 bottles. The whole kit is capable of 250 horsepower. It's direct port, single direct port, but it is a cold system. Nitrous and fuel, which you tap basically right off your fuel rail. It's a very simple design, but it works great, no problems. It's the better kit. So, but I'll sell the whole thing $500, 2 bottles. The arming plate, the purge, everything with it, $500. If anybody's looking for it, throw it down in the comments, and we could hopefully work out a deal. Especially if you're local. I mean, if you want it shipped, you're gonna have to pay for that. But I need to get a garage down in South Daytona. I've been looking at garages because I'm working at it. It's small, pretty much carport, and I need a lift. But down in South Daytona is they have garages. They look like old airport hangars, but they're much smaller. But the guy rents it for like $400. So I have tons of stuff: welder, race gas, extra tires. You know, I got tons of stuff. I just need the toolbox, tools everywhere, torches, obviously for the nitrous. But I need to get a bigger space engine hoist to get this thing put in there, and we'll get a lift put in, and there we go. Hopefully I can start this channel and do well. Like I said though, I'm just loving turbos, man. It is like the most amazing. Nitrous is cool too. Leaving on 150 is alright, but it's like the way the turbo comes in is just, I don't know, man. It's amazing. It's got me going. Like I'm so hyped on it. It's not even funny. So hyped. But like I said, if anybody heard anything about O-Star, please let me know in the comments. Please don't forget to hit the bell icon for future uploads, because Wednesday will be up at the dyno at O-Star. Hopefully somebody can leave me a comment and let me know if they are great or not. And subscribe, and please hit the like button. I'll see you guys Wednesday. Peace.